Hi guys, welcome back to another Matchbox Garage video. I'm Rob, and today we're going to attempt to take this 1982 Toyota Supra from shabby to shiny. I believe in the UK we had these cars and they were called the Celica Supra, but certainly correct me if I'm wrong. A very cool car. I picked this up in basically a bag of toys that actually you'll see during an unboxing video, which I'll probably put up tomorrow. Pulled off from Facebook sales actually. A guy there, we've done a few trades now, and he keeps all his Matchbox cars to one side for me. So I'm a lucky boy, and this was in basically the pack, and this was the most interesting one for me. But we start by removing that rivet. Drill down the centre of the post, remove the flange, and tap that hole. Obviously remember to use lubrication, you don't want to snap your piece in the hole. And whilst using my very handy vise, let's put this to the side. It come to quite a sudden stop there. So I haven't put the screw in, I've just left it open. My first instinct was that this kind of hatch or tailgate was either broken or missing the glass, but actually on investigation that is how it should be. It does need some kind of fettling there because, as you can see, it doesn't actually close properly, but thankfully it does once it's been reassembled. But anyway, underneath it reads Matchbox Toyota Supra, Matchbox Toys Limited, made in Macau, from 1982. So this car is older than me. And as you can see, I've pre-drilled and I have definitely used lube on that hole. So it's got a tab on the back. Save a bit of money just with the one rivet. Saves a bit of time as well for me taking it all apart. And this car's going to be getting a wheel swap, so thankfully these wheels pop off nice and easy. I should just gently place that to one side. Not sure whose pube that is. It's not mine. So we take the interior out. And as you can see here, the interior includes the rear lights in just a basic red plastic, so we'll put a bit of paint on those in a minute. But quite a relatively basic interior. I'll clean that up. And then the hatch there is held in by the glass section. Like I say, it wasn't really opening properly. I figured it out in the end, but seemingly over the years the plastic has kind of shrunk perhaps a little bit, and I just kind of bent it back into place later on. So as you can see there, it just holds it in and then it just comes up and down like that, nice and easy. But let's get this casting into the caustic soda. So 2 tablespoons here, using boiling water. And to be honest, I only use enough boiling water to cover the casting in the bottom of this jar. I've seen others use cold water, or they'll fill the whole jar up with water. You're going to be there forever. Just a little bit of water, make it already hot, add your couple of drops in, 2 minutes later, this is what you're working with. Now, to be honest, had I left it for another 30 seconds, a minute, this might have all been clean, but as you can see now, it just comes off with my fingernail anyway. That reminds me, I need to cut my nails. But with my fake Dremel and real Dremel bit, we'll get this polished up, looking good as new. Very nice. So we'll slap on a bit of Tamiya Fine Surface Primer, white. I just bought 3 cans of this. Cost about £10 a can. I can't say that it's a rip-off. It's expensive, but it really is good stuff. So I'll continue to use it. And you can actually see here again. I think it was similar to my last video. There's a lot of kind of spray that's coming back over the camera. Seemingly my filter system there is too blocked, so I have done a bit of a tear down on my little booth here, and it's looking lovely and clean again. But just a single solid coat over the car, and that's nicely done. You can see in the reflection of the light there, it is money. And then I went to the community tab, and for the most part people said black. So because I've got this black in a spray can, I just think, well, why not use it? You know, rather than to dirty up my airbrush, this stuff goes on better than the stuff I would get out of the airbrush anyway, so I'd be a fool not to use it. Obviously any other colours, I use my airbrush, but if it's just going to be like a piano black, use this. And this actually goes on in just one single coat. You know, compared to the airbrush, it obviously comes out a lot thicker. But you will see here how nice that looks. Look at that. It's like black glass, not a speck in it. Beautiful. It did dry off a little bit, not satin, but you know, I wanted it to be a little bit more shinier, kind of bringing it back to where it was there. So I did also spray over some lacquer. But whilst all that's drying, we'll get the plastic into some warm soapy water, give it a little bath, and then dip the glass into some pledge solution. Now that everything's dry, you can see I put a little bit of paint on those rear lights and a little strip of indicator. So just the tailgate there clean, and the glass nice and dry and shiny. Painted in some details on the front, and we've got a wheel swap for this one. I'll link the eBay channel down in the description. So as a little reminder of what she looked like. And the result. Now I'm looking at this at the same time as you and thinking, that looks pretty good. Like I say, the community tab, you know, this is a democracy, this channel, and I asked in the community tab, and for the most part people said black. There was probably about 30 different colours, but for the most part black was the most common, so that is what I went with, and I'm glad because I think it suits it really well. And these wheels, perfect. I've got 5 or 6 different sets, and I went through them, and the black, considering the yellow window, I felt that it needed to be gold. And even the lettering on the tyres, you can switch them over so that the lettering's on the inside, so it's just, you know, black on the outside. But, you know, I thought it really suited it. But I just want to take this opportunity to thank my Patreons. Your input really does help with the cost of running this channel. And then thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you'll stick around for the next one.